Hi guys! So today I am going to show you what I'm planning on reading for the month of April. March was a very fun month. I really enjoyed the reads last month. And this month I'm planning on just reading some standalone titles. It seems like everything nowadays is being turned into a book series, and don't get me wrong, I love having more books to enjoy my favorite characters, but sometimes you just want a good old-fashioned standalone novel. So that's what I've decided to read this month. And to start off, I will show you what I'm currently reading. First off, Aesop's Fables. I know you're probably getting sick and tired of seeing me hold this book up, but I'm still really enjoying them. I'm almost halfway through the book now. If you're looking for a really fun fable that is still in a way applicable today, I highly recommend The Two Frogs. It's only a couple paragraphs long, but I suspect you'll know what the moral of the fable is before you have to read it. So yes, the next one I actually started reading right after I did my book haul, my last one, and you probably will know what that is. It is Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales in this gorgeous Barnes & Noble leather-bound edition of it. As you can tell, I'm only about 5 stories in, but I'm going to actually read you the first paragraph of the introduction before they explain who the authors are and the illustrator. And I just thought it was such a good opening paragraph for a book of fairy tales. Remember this, the stories remain. Even after I tell you about the Grimm brothers and about Arthur Rackham, even after I pop some bubbles and disenchant some lives, even then, the stories remain. If you forget everything else I tell you, remember this. So I just thought that was really applicable because in these fairy tales, not everybody ends up with a happily ever after. And when I say everybody, I mean there are some characters that were good people and they don't even get that ending. But I must say, out of the 5 that I've read, I've only ever heard of one of them, but I've never heard the actual story. So I'm enjoying that read. The next one is one that I actually started on Sunday, and it is Just for Kicks by Paul Bacewski. And this is one that, if you watched the haul when I bought this one, I read this when I was 11 or 12 or however old I was, and I really was upset having to return it to the library because I loved the book so much. And I finally bought my own copy, and I'm rereading it, and as you can tell, I'm not that far along, but I'm still really enjoying it. And I'm kind of enjoying now, just in my mind, analyzing the story a bit more than I normally would. But basically, there's a family of 3 brothers and a sister, and 2 of the brothers play football, and the other one is working as kind of a manager with the coach, and they need a new star kicker or punter. Is that the word? Yes. And he says, oh, well, let's have Sarah try out because she's really good, and she's basically, in a way, put these other players' faces in the mud with how she plays. So I'm only, she's just at the tryouts now, so I'm quite excited with where I am and where this book is going. The next one is one that I've owned for a while now. It is called The Sunroom by Beverly Lewis, and this is one that I have picked up at least a dozen times, if not more, and I've only read a couple pages, and then I've had to put the book down. And it's because the story deals with a fictionalized version of what actually happened to the author. Basically, this girl's mother is diagnosed with cancer. She's given 6 months left to live. And at the time that this was done, children were not allowed to visit in the hospitals. So they would have to go outside this sunroom to wave to their mom. And it's just, the topic it deals with is cancer, and I think anybody who has had cancer personally or you have had a friend with cancer or a family member with cancer. It just makes it really hard to read a book that has that topic in it. I'm not sure if other people are like that, but I know personally that it's just a very difficult topic to read a book about. So on to a lighter subject. This one is called Biagini in 6 Easy Steps by Linda Chapman and Steve Cole. And this book is basically where these siblings find this book called the Genie Handbook, and they want to get to the end to become a genie so that they can grant wishes, so that they can grant a wish to get home. I'm not really sure exactly why they're not at home, but they want to get back to their house, and they find out that there are some bad people out to get this book, which furthers them wanting to get through the book to get to the end of it. It's more of a middle grade book, but it just seems like a really fun, fast-paced read. Yes. The next one is actually another Arthurian legend, and it is the Book of Mordred. It's by Vivian, Vande, and I guess Mordred was a knight of the Round Table who defied King Arthur and basically became his greatest enemy. I'm just starting to get into more novelized versions of the Arthurian legends, but this one is told through the 3 women who loved Mordred, and it is Elena, the fierce and noble widow, Nemu, the kind and beautiful sorceress, and Kira, the young woman who sees everything except a way to save her hero. So that looks really interesting, especially since it's not told from his perspective, it's told from 3 different characters' perspectives. I'm quite excited to get to it, and the back just looks downright terrifying. Well, this guy does, so that's just, yeah. Okay, and this last one, I know it's actually the beginning of a series, but I can't help it. I want to read it so bad. It is The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. This is the first Poirot mystery, and it is her first novel that was published. I'm not sure if it's the first one she wrote, but I know it is the first novel that she published, and I am quite excited to read this one. I know it's not a standalone title, but I'm in the mood for an Agatha Christie mystery, so might as well read it now. That is what I am planning on reading for the month. If you're wondering why I didn't give a synopsis of this, it's because all I know is it's a Poirot mystery, and it's by Agatha Christie. I don't know anything else about this. I'm going in completely blindsided. I haven't even looked at people's reviews of it because it's my first Agatha Christie. But that is what I'm reading. If you guys want to comment down below with anything with regards to these books, no spoilers though, or what you're reading, or favorite characters out of these books, feel free. Yes! So, hopefully April is a good reading month for you guys. I'm really excited about what I'm reading, so go pick up a random book and read. Bye, guys.